lives, from getting into nature, meditation, or reading, or drinking green.
Live from Gahanna, WGLH TV presents Lincoln Live with Lex Rady and Katie Bailey. Lincoln Live starts now.
Wonderful morning to you all, Lincoln. Katie Bailey, would you please tell me how you're doing on this fine and peaceful day?
I'm feeling really relaxed and content with my warm cup of green tea.
That makes two of us.
Now, let's dive into some news.
It's now the month where we celebrate women's history.
There are so many historical figures that have and are still making a change.
Even here at our school, there are young girls here who are making a difference with academics, sports, and future occupations.
Our very own Fatima Moallen dives into the lives of 3 inspirational women here within our school walls and how they have or will continue to make a difference in gender norms.
I'm Rania Omer, and I created Girls Who Code.
My name's Jamie Curtis, and I'm the first and only girl to play football at Gahanna Lincoln High School.
My name's Anaya, and when I graduate, I wanted to be in the Air Force.
3 girls share their story in honor of Women's History Month. From taking initiative and creating safe spaces for girls to learn about coding and programming, to paving the way for women in sports, as we have protested for many years, as the only girl on the football team shares her story, to going into the Air Force and the inspiration behind making such a big decision as a young woman.
I chose to be in the Air Force because a lot of women don't get respected in the Air Force, and I wanted to be one of the small percent of the women to be a part of the Air Force, make people take us women serious. What inspired me to be in the Air Force is my mother. My mother also wanted to be in the Air Force too, but her mother didn't let her because as a woman, she didn't want her to do a man's work. For Women's History Month, I want every girl and every woman to do what they want to do. Either it's a man's job or a man can do this. A lot of people can do it. It's not just for one gender, it's for all genders. If you're a woman, if you want to become a mechanic, become a mechanic. If you want to become a pilot because that's a people's job and not a gender's job.
I started playing in 7th grade, and at the time I didn't know how big of a deal it was to be the only girl playing. But then as I got older and as I got into high school, I started to understand how big of a deal it was because I wanted to be the first and only girl. I wanted to put my name out there. I know that I'm a trailblazer for the little girls to come. I know that I'm making history, and I know that what I'm doing is important, and I'm playing the sport that I love. I say tell all the girls who want to be the first, want to be the only ones in a male-dominated anything, go after it, do what you love. There's absolutely nothing stopping you.
I created this club to empower young girls, specifically women of color, so that they have the same opportunities later in life to pursue STEM careers. But I wanted young girls to have the opportunities to be in an all-female space because most STEM and computer science majors are male-dominated, and founders such as Ada Lovelace, who started programming to allow other women to join these jobs and these workforces. I think Women's History Month is important because it acknowledges these women who helped change our world for the better.
There are many ways to reduce stress in our daily lives, from getting into nature, meditation, or reading, or drinking green tea. Our S Club practiced journaling at their last meeting. Journaling has many benefits, from self-expression to a place just to write down our thoughts. We spoke with event leader Jenny Patton on the importance of why teens should journal.
It helps us cope with decisions and helps us make decisions. So you might start with a pro and con list if we have 2 different options that we're choosing upon, but it can also help relieve stress and anxiety, and so ease decisions, help someone form a sense of identity when they see themselves on the page looking back at them. It sort of solidifies who it is they are and what they think.
Our beloved Gahanna Lincoln High School talent show, Varsity Varieties, is this week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30. Come watch sits, songs, and lots of other amazing acts. We talked to Claire Booker to give us more information on ticket sales and where you can get them.
Varsity Varieties tickets are available for $10 on local level events at GahannaTheater.com, so please make sure you stop by. And the first show is on Thursday. We're running Thursday through Saturday, so hopefully we can see you there.
Thanks. Thanks, Claire. Katie Bailey, we have someone blessing us with her presence this morning and wearing red to spread awareness on the importance of blood donations.
Yes, Miss Natalie Fogle. Please, Natalie, tell us how your morning is going.
It's phenomenal since I'm reporting with you two lovely anchors.
You're too kind, Natalie. Tell us, what do you have prepared for us today?
Well, if you've been outside lately, you should have noticed that the weather has been super inconsistent. Some days have been warm and sunny, and other days have been very cold. Due to that, our Mia Salmons decided to head outside to take a look at the weather this week. Here's the third episode of Mia the Meteorologist.
Good morning, Lincoln, and happy Women's History Month. You may notice I'm in a different location. Since the weather's so nice out, I decided to get outside and go to Blendon Woods. Today's weather will be fairly warm with a high of 49 degrees and a low of 29 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, you'll see temperatures dipping into the mid-40s, with Thursday being the warmest at 48 degrees. Friday, look out for rain. This just in. Moving on to the weekend, you will see a high of 36 degrees with a low of 26 degrees on Saturday and a high of 38 degrees with a low of 27 degrees on Sunday. So make sure you get outside this week and throw on a jacket if you get chilly. And that's a quick look at this week's weather.
Thanks, Mia. Some of the members of the Lincoln Live team are preparing for the upcoming tennis season. Dylan and Keegan got to learn from the best coach, Coach Carpico. Brandon Carpico was out helping them learn at their first tournament this past weekend. Here's the story.
While a lot of people know that I play tennis, many people might not realize we have two more tennis prodigies in Lincoln Live, Keegan and Dylan. The tournament day began early with a long drive to Dayton that started at around 6:25 in the morning. Upon their arrival, the guys had a quick warm-up and then got right into the action. In the opening round, the guys were clearly outmatched, and the result of that mismatch was obvious when looking at the scorecards.
I just played a really good player, you know. He's been here before, I haven't. And he killer first serve, killer kick serve. You know, he's a good player, and I wasn't ready for it quite yet, but I'm glad I faced that, you know, that mountain the first match.
Definitely more evident throughout that match that Keegan was undermatched. The guys definitely played a lot more tennis than Keegan has, and you could see it.
After a few more tough battles, the main event was about to take place. Dylan versus Keegan, both looking for their first win on the USTA circuit.
I'm feeling excitement because it's the first game I feel like is winnable. And for one of us, we're going to get our first wins, so that's going to be huge. There's going to be bragging rights on the line, and yeah, someone's going to get their first win here and their only win here, so hopefully that's me.
The tournament director called last match, you know, and that just happened to be me versus Dylan. I was excited, you know, this is what we trained for, play each other 3 times a week back home in Gahanna. And it was just super exciting to get to play him, and it was just, it was a blast.
Even with the competitive spirits running high, the pair of friends still were able to make things fun.
But it was fun, just a couple best friends playing tennis, you know, in Dayton for some reason. So it was fun, and I enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing it again.
Just playing them outside high school in a tournament, it means a little something. And it was exciting, a little disappointing, but overall, just a really good time.
While the tournament might be over, both players were able to take valuable lessons back to Gahanna to finish the preseason prep.
Honestly, you know, there's not just one thing, unfortunately, that I can take away and work on. There's multiple things, but the couple biggest things are, one, the forehand. It needs to be more consistent, and I thought it was consistent coming into this day, at least enough to win, but I found out that it wasn't.
I was probably about 6% on first serves today, so if I can get that reeled in, I mean, a little better than I did today, I think I'll be in good shape.
You know, these guys have been putting in a lot of work the past month, last 3 weeks, you know, gearing up for this tournament, gearing up for season, and I'm really proud of them.
After what I saw this weekend, I'm even more excited to see the guys back in action this spring, only this time as my teammates. This is Brandon Carpico for Lincoln Live.
Well, Lincoln, that's all I have for you today on this glorious morning. Back to our two amazing anchors at the news desk.
Can't argue with that.
Last year, our Y Men and Women Club organized an Easter basket fundraiser for Grin.
It's a way this organization helps out those in need, and they're asking for your help this year. You have until April 6th to bring down plastic eggs, Easter grass, and Easter baskets.
Assorted candy, toys, or monetary donations. These can all be brought down to Miss Davis, Mr. King, or to the main gate.
It's a good way to give back to the community, so if you can donate, it'd be greatly appreciated. Well, Lincoln, we've come to the end of our show.
We'll see you.
Bye.